What's up, guys, and welcome back. It's Aaron. Today we've got a short video for you. We're going to go find the garage in Grainwoods River, starting from the garage in Black Badger Lake. And to do that, we're going to be using our iX-5 today. Now, we're not going to go through the customizations, but lots of wheel options, lots of accessory options, lots of just, typical iX stuff, suspension, quite capable off-road. You can see I've got a snorkel on mine. Frame add-ons, I don't think there's too much. Spare tire. Actually, you can choose what your spare tire looks like. But other than that, they've got the roll bar. That's pretty much it. Miscellaneous stuff. Antenna, which is on the back corner there. A back seat, but then that takes out your spare tire in the back. Roll bar lights, which I have on top. Fender flares, it's good for the big mud tires. Rock rails, which is just the footsteps there. Or no, sorry. If I remember correctly, the rock rails are really hard to see. I think they're just above the step there. So, step on the bottom, rock rail right above. Bumpers, they give you some different bumper options. And rims, I think these particular rims, they just let you change color. And one wheel option. Anyways, so without wasting too much time, let's get to it. Geez, why do we always start in the dark? Change that. So when you leave the garage here, you're going to want to hang a right as soon as you leave, and for the most part you're actually going to follow the road, which is, yeah, kind of boring, but at least when you get here it makes it easy. Now, in one of my other videos I mentioned that Grainwoods River was impassable to get from one half of the map to the other half. I did find a way to do it without having any bridges, but it was a little bit time consuming, and you were able to make it through the water. Without it being too deep, so you were able to make it from one half to the other half. So it really doesn't matter which gateway you go through, but obviously, again, it does make it easier just to go through the right gateway, whether you're trying to be on the garage side or the other half of the map, which is where the International Twin Steer is. Now, a little bit about this iX-5. It is super capable. You can tow trailers with it. I can't remember if you have to remove that spare tire. However, the short wheelbase does make it a little bit difficult to drive. It likes to be squirrely left and right, so. But other than that being, in my opinion, the only downfall to it, it's a great scout. I used it in the Yukon to do a mission to tow a small trailer and some supplies to a remote area through some thicker trees that perhaps one of the other vehicles wouldn't have made it. As you can see here, with our all-wheel drive engaged, with no diff lock, we're just crawling through the swamp and not getting stuck. I just like putting the big monster truck tires on everything. I don't know, I think they're cool. I think if you're going to do an off-road game, put the biggest tires on. So this might be a different story if we had skinnier tires on. They do get much, much skinnier, but overall it's quite capable of getting through any mud hole, water. You know, some of the newer released maps, such as the Yukon, plenty capable and well equipped for taking on those areas. So your easiest option here is to follow along this rail line. You will have to go around this train wreck, but for the most part you can just follow this rail line down and make your way to the gateway. Can't remember exactly how I did this the first time or what vehicle I used, but it seems to be going a bit quicker. The other thing I'll mention about this thing is when you do hit rocks, it kind of bounces off and like just completely changes direction, which is a little bit annoying, but not much you can do about it, so just accept it for what it is, and if you like it, you like it. This isn't particularly one of my go-to scouts, but it is one of the more fun ones. If I was gonna co-op with a bunch of buddies, I would probably use it for just rock crawling and whatever, just driving around. It does, like I said, it does have good capabilities, so it's a pretty fun unit. If you guys are just trail riding, I think you'd have a blast with it, so. Well, there's the road there, which apparently we completely missed, so we're just going to keep going up this way until we find a nice little embankment we can crawl up and out of and back onto the main road, which looks like it might be right up here. And yes, there's the road. Ooh. See? Every time you get some bigger bumps or rocks, it just gets a little crazy and out of control. The iX-5 is based off an old Jeep. I I'm not super into Jeep, so I'm not sure which model it is, whether it's a YJ or TJ. Um, but either way, it would be, I believe, like an 80s era. But like I said, I'm not super into Jeep, so who knows, I could be completely wrong. Nonetheless, super cool, aesthetically pleasing, and definitely has the off-road appeal to it. Good view from up there. Lots of trees, nice little windy road in the mountains. Ooh. That's the other thing too, is if you're braking and you're on the highway or paved surface and your wheels are turned, it doesn't really like to also go in the direction your wheels are turned, so anyway, we'll just stop on this bridge for a second. I'm just gonna quickly show you guys where I was talking about. So like I said, this river here is very hard to get across, so what I did was, you will want to follow this road over to where is it? So okay, so here's the gateway. Follow this road along here, and then when you get to, shoot, I can't remember how it is. Okay, sorry. Let's try this again. So you leave the gateway, come down this road to this first path here, then you're going to want to follow this path, and then cut off to another path here along these rocks, down to these train tracks, cross the railroad onto this dirt path, follow it through the woods here, back onto the train tracks, and then I want to say that I came through somewhere over here. There it is. So when you get through the train tracks, or get through the woods to the train tracks, hang a right, take a right turn up to this path here, hang a left onto this path, and you're going to follow this over to, so from here you go up this trail to this path, and you're going to have an off-road adventure through here. You can turn off and go down this valley, or pretty much takes you nowhere. There is an upgrade over here. I have not gone to get that yet. That'll be another day. But yeah, so go down this little trench valley here, down to this water, and these sandbars here, if you kind of pick one, I think I may have used this one here, you can get across this. It's not too deep, so your average scout should make it. Once you get across onto the island, obviously you want to go to another narrow spot here, jump on that, cross it onto that chunk of land, and then you can, I can't zoom in anymore, so you want to go straight in, and then you'll hit this path, follow this path over to here, which is the log station, and then the log station, you can follow this dirt road here over to, it's not really a path, but there are no trees here. You're gonna follow this kind of grassy road over to this rock, and then make your way down to the beach. Once you're at the beach, you kind of come in a little bit away from those rocks, and again another grassy road, which then turns back into paved road. And that bridge does not need to be fixed. That bridge was there. And then follow that up to whatever this building is. That mission's called Don't Push Your Luck. And once you're up there, you can zip back over onto this trail, and you are then back onto a paved road. Now, if you go find the video about the international twin steer, the twin steer is sitting at this rolled steel factory. Now, in that video, I came in from this gateway here. So as you can see, it is possible to get from one side to the other without doing any of the bridges, but it is quite the long trip, and so it will take some time to do, and it's probably just easier to pick whatever task you're gonna do and choose the correct gateway for the time being until, like I said, you get a bridge built. But for today's video, we're going to the garage. So you leave the gateway, follow your paved road, and we're sitting on this bridge right now, and it's just a little bit further up the road here. Yeah, right there. So you're gonna follow this paved road and then turn into the garage, which will be on your left. So let's continue doing so. Ouch. Like I said, on the paved road, it's a little bit slick, not the greatest grip. So, but it does have some speed to it. So you know that's good. You know you'll get to where you're going pretty quick. Just try to get there in one piece and on 4 wheels. Oh, again, just smash them. And boom, there you go, garage discovered. So there you have it. We are now safely in our garage in Grainwoods River, and like I said, you don't have to do any missions to do it. You just get in there, drive straight to it, and it is unlocked. So you now have a garage in both Grainwoods River and Black Badger Lake. Hope you guys found this useful, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.